I don't think people notice how crazy they sounded when they try to convince me my foster mom was my biological mother. But like they believed it because they were racist, and then they were like, "Can't you see? You're crazy. That's why you don't think your biological mom is your real mom. That's your real mom, okay? Like you didn't get kidnapped. Like that's your actual real mom." And I'm like, we don't look anything alike, and we share nothing in common. Not to mention, we literally don't even behave anything alike each other. But like I'm like, but then I realized that they were crazy later on. Initially, I thought that they were just being rude and offensive and racist, and some of them were, to be fair, but it turns out that they were literally just crazy. Like, some of them just went insane, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to say, but like, they're like, yeah, that's your mother. Like, how can you say that? Don't you get it? Like, you're the crazy one, and that's your mom, and you're supposed to go live with your mom because you don't have a place to live. And I'm like, she's not my mom. I know she's legally listed as my mother, but that's not my mother. But yeah, that's what they believed. And I'm like, I don't look like her. Holy shit. But it's because they're racist and they're white. All white people have said this to me. And I'm like, I get that. Like, you don't get that East Asian people look different to you because you have a hard time recognizing faces. But that's not my mom. And there's no way a mother would treat their daughter that poorly. And also, like, she's been making it very obvious that I'm not biologically related to her since she adopted me. Which realistically, she was just fostering me. So I'm like, that's not my mom. And I have no idea why people try to convince me that I'm her daughter. And then I see them kind of go crazy when they say that and they start believing it. That's how I know they're lying. Like, when they're like, this is how they're sounding. Like, they're like, can't you see you're crazy? That's your mom. Like, that's your mom. Like, oh my god. What? That's your mom? How can you say that about your own mother? And I'm like, I feel like I'm being filmed for like a prank show or something. Like, it just feels weird. Like, is this like reality TV or something? Like, just behave so oddly. And I'm like, that's not, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell them. But like, yeah, it's been hard for them to understand this. Yeah, that's not my mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the reality of the situation. Like, I get that you have nothing to do with it and it's still affecting you. And now you gotta learn about things that you didn't want to learn about. Like, I'm sorry. But I gotta be honest with you, that's not my mom. I think literally word for word this is what kidnapping is. And I don't know why they kidnapped me. It's literally, I have a feeling it's because Sean wanted to murder me. So he was waiting until I got older so he can do so, or otherwise send me to the streets so I'll get murdered on my own, which is what he was hoping for. And I'm like, that's not, like, how do you not realize this? But everybody here in America who's insane is part of the British Parliament, and they're also fugitives here. None of them are legal citizens in America, and I don't even know about my own legal status, to be honest. I don't know if I'm considered American or not. Like, I'm doing my best to live here in America, but those people, they don't care about that. They only care about getting their own things and getting their own whatever, and they just like try to bother as many people as they can to make themselves look scary. And then if that doesn't work, they just harass that person until they tell them to fuck off, which they think it means they won the battle. And then they like steal and lie and cheat anybody that they think they can get away with. And to them, like, these white people and like some other black people and some like Indian people that I met, if they don't want to admit that you're a citizen, then you're not a citizen, which is insane to me. It doesn't even matter what your legal status legitimately is. Because I have a citizenship certificate, and I was granted citizenship of the Canadian government, but since they don't personally agree with it, they just tell everyone that I'm a refugee or I'm just an illegal immigrant because that's what they believe that they want to be true. So it doesn't really matter what the actual truth is to those people. They just tell people whatever they want to say because that's what they want to be real. And I'm like, that's so crazy that I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, I'm like, that's not my mom. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you act like fostering and adoption and kidnappings don't happen. Also, I actually figured out that some people, like, they were blaming me because they'd be way too shocked to admit that they live in a bad neighborhood. And then I'm like, you're seriously saying, like, to me, it was ridiculous because I was like, you're really telling me, you, an apartment dweller who lives in a 30